your name. Don't let them on your name. Don't let them on your name. They told you keep your head down, punch the clock, don't ask why. Trade your dreams for a paycheck and watch the years go by. Every morning looks the same beneath fluorescent skies. Another promise sold us freedom wearing a disguise. The young arrive with fire burning bright inside their chest, certain they could change the world and be unlike the rest. Then the system starts negotiating little by little until they live in somebody else's definition of success. Don't let them own your name. Don't let them write your story. Hold on to the voice inside before it fades into the noise. Don't let them own your name. Don't surrender your conviction. The world will try to shape your path, but your soul still has. Yeah, just a corner office, shiny titles, all the symbols of arrival can become another prison dressed up as survival. Some people spend their whole lives climbing ladders to discover they lost themselves somewhere along the climb. I've seen rebels become gatekeepers, seen dreamers become what they once supposed, seen people trade their principles away for comfort, applause, and expensive clothes. The hardest battle isn't out in the streets, it's keeping character intact. When the pressure starts rewarding compromise and tempting you to turn your back. Don't let them own your name. Don't let them write your story. Hold on to the voice inside before it fades into the noise. Don't let them own your name. Don't surrender your conviction. The world will try to shape your path, but your soul still has. Question what you're told, question who benefits, question every promise that demands your identity is payment. Because freedom without purpose can become another kind of cage. There are people building lives on their own terms, choosing meaning over status every day, finding strength in community and purpose instead of chasing every shiny thing displayed. They understand that real success ain't measured by how many people know your name, but by whether the person in the mirror can recognize who you became. Don't let them own your name. Don't let them write your ending. The road is yours to walk, the future yours to claim. Don't let them own your name. Stand firm when the pressure comes, because the greatest act of resistance is refusing to become what you never wanted to be. The crowd will tell you who to follow. The market will tell you what to want. The powerful will tell you what to believe. But somewhere beneath all that noise, your own voice is still waiting. Listen to it and don't let them own your name. No. Yeah. I wonder where the starlight bends, past to reach a time and when, through oceans made of endless night, where distant suns dissolve from sight. The heavens stretch like ancient scrolls, carrying secrets no one knows, and every constellation seems to say you are a breath that fades away. It tells me life is chance and flame, a fleeting spark without a name. Yet something deeper calls to me beyond the vast uncertainty, a quiet truth I cannot prove, but one my spirit knows is true. Faith is the compass when the sky disappears. Faith is the shelter through unanswered ears. The universe echoes with infinite space, but faith is the hand that I still embrace. You can count every star in the heavenly sea, but never calculate what hope means to me. When the darkness stretches farther than sight, faith is a fire that survives the night. They speak of galaxies being born and dying, of cosmic storms forever flying, of blackened voids that swallow light, and they just vanishing tonight. The numbers paint a grand design of endless distances through time, yet all the wonders science reveals can't explain the way redemption feels. It tells me life is chance and flame, a fleeting spark without a name, yet something deeper calls to me beyond a vast uncertainty, a quiet truth I cannot prove, but one my spirit knows is true. Faith is the compass when the sky disappears. Faith is the shelter through unanswered years. The universe echoes with infinite space, but faith is the hand that I still embrace. You can count every star in the heavenly sea, but never calculate what hope means to me when the darkness stretches farther than sight. Faith is the fire that survives the night. Between what is known and what cannot be seen lives a whisper stronger than logic has ever been. When the heavens feel silent and certainty fades away, grace arrives softly and shows me the way. Faith is the compass when the sky disappears. Faith is the shelter through unanswered years. The universe echoes with infinite space, but faith is the hand that I still embrace. You can count every star in the heavenly sea, but never calculate what hope means to me when the darkness stretches farther than sight. Faith is the fire that survives the night. The stars keep burning, the ages roll on, the mysteries deepen, yet I carry on. For beyond every question, beyond every scar, faith remains waiting. Beyond the last star. I found an old version of myself, buried beneath years of unfinished prayers, standing in the hallway of a forgotten season, still wearing answers that no longer fit. The clocks were moving, but nothing felt older. The sky hung low over telephone lines, like it was listening for a confession. I carry names I outgrew, faces I barely remember, promises folded in the coat pockets of another lifetime, waiting to be discovered again. There are ghosts in the static, calling from places I can't return, fragments of who I used to be, still waiting for their turn. Ghosts in the static, floating between the dark and dawn, reminding me that every ending leaves something living on. The river kept speaking in unfinished sentences. The wind translated what my heart ignored. Every detour became part of the map. Every mistake became part of the road. I stopped asking why the world kept changing and started asking why I fear change it all. Maybe becoming isn't a destination, maybe it's learning how to let things fall. The moon drifted over abandoned rooftops, silver witness to 1,000 quiet battles. Some victories never make the headlines, some miracles arrive without applause. There are ghosts in the static, calling from places I can't return, fragments of who I used to be, still waiting for their turn. Ghosts in the static, floating between the dark and dawn, reminding me that every ending leaves something living on. I am not the same person who entered this storm. The rain took something and gave something back. The silence broke something and rebuilt something else. Now I walk slower through my reflections, not afraid of what I might find there. Every scar became a constellation, every loss became a teacher. The horizon no longer feels distant, the future no longer feels strange. I made peace with unfinished questions and learned that uncertainty can be static fades, the night exhales. It's somewhere beyond the noise, a new version of me steps forward without looking back. No hard feelings, no bitterness, just honesty. 'Cause real love doesn't leave somebody guessing, it chooses. Every Friday night feels like a question. 1 week you're close, the next you're gone. You say you need space to find your feelings, while I'm sitting there trying to hold on. I've given patience more chances than it deserves, tried understanding every change in your mood, but a heart can only stay parked at the crossroads for so long before it needs the truth.
I never meant to leave you guessing, I never meant to pull away. I've just been fighting battles inside myself, trying to figure out what to say.
But I know hesitation has consequences, and uncertainty leaves scars too. So tonight I'm done hiding behind confusion and ready to be honest with you. Make up your mind, don't leave our future hanging in the air.
Make up your mind,
love deserves more than halfway there. If we're building something lasting, then let's build it strong and true. But if your heart is somewhere else,
don't keep me waiting for you.
I don't need perfection, baby, I just need somebody willing to stay. Somebody who chooses us every morning, not only on the easy days.
And I don't need a fairy tale ending or promises too big to keep. I just want something real enough to trust and steady enough to believe.
Make up your mind, don't leave our future hanging in the air.
Make up your mind,
love deserves more than halfway there. If we're building something lasting, then let's build it strong and true. But if your heart is somewhere else,
don't keep me waiting for you.
Because time keeps moving, and hearts keep feeling, and life is too precious to spend it wondering. Make up your mind, let's stop standing in between. Make up your mind, tell me what this really means. If we're meant to walk together, then I'll give my all to you. But if the road is leading elsewhere,
tell me now,
and I'll let you go too. No hard feelings, no bitterness, just honesty. Because real love doesn't leave somebody guessing, it chooses. Yeah. 17 years too soon, staring through steel bars, thinking about the choices that carry me this far. Young soul, low pain, trying hard to survive, learning some mistakes can change the course of your life. 17 years too soon, praying through the night, searching for forgiveness underneath fluorescent lights. Can't rewind the clock, can't undo what's been done. Just a young man wishing he could outrun what he become. Mama cried the day they closed that heavy door. Said, baby, this ain't what I raised you for. I couldn't even look her in the eyes that day. Too much guilt sitting in the words I couldn't say. Started with a crowd and the need to belong, trying to look tough when everything felt wrong. One bad decision turned into another, till I couldn't recognize myself or my brothers. Now the nights feel longer than the years behind me, and every memory keeps coming back to find me. Thinking about the future I threw away fast, watching them all disappear into the past. 17 years too soon, staring through steel bars, thinking about the choices that carry me this far. Young soul, low pain, trying hard to survive, learning some mistakes can change the course of the old heads told me slow down, I never listened. Thought I was invincible, blind to the consequences. Now every lesson hits harder than before, when freedom becomes something you're longing for. I miss family dinners and summer afternoons, miss hearing laughter drift across familiar rooms, miss being able to walk beneath the open sky without walls reminding me of every reason why. But somewhere in the struggle I found reflection, started rebuilding my direction. Because a man ain't only what he's done wrong, he's also what he becomes moving forward. Somebody out there still believes in me, even when I stop believing myself. And maybe redemption starts the moment you stop blaming everybody else. 17 years too soon, but my story ain't done. There's still another chapter waiting to be written someday. The past may follow me wherever I go, but it don't have to decide who I become. 17 years too soon, looking toward the light, holding on to hope with everything inside. One prayer, one step, one day at a time, trying to turn this pain into a different kind of life. Still goes quiet, night moves slow, but somewhere beyond these walls, a better version of me still trying to go. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one sunrise at a time. That's how mountains get crossed, that's how wounds become wisdom. That's how a person keeps going. The weight don't leave, but neither do I. I still drive past places that remember my mistakes, old parking lots and neon signs from chapters I escaped. The ghosts ain't gone completely, they just learn to keep their distance. And I learned every day requires a different kind of persistence. Some mornings feel like sunshine resting easy on my shoulders, some mornings feel like carrying the winter getting older. But I wake up, lace my boots and face whatever's waiting there, because healing ain't a finish line, it's choosing to care. The weight don't leave, you just get stronger carrying it. The road don't smooth out overnight, you just get better navigating it. The past still whispers every now and then, but it don't control the steering wheel. The weight don't leave, you just learn how to live. I know people who kept running from the mirror until the years piled up and the reflection got clearer. Truth has a patient way of waiting by the doorway for the moment you're finally ready to hear what it has to say. I buried pride, buried anger, buried versions of myself. Had to clear some crowded rooms inside my mental shelf. Turns out freedom ain't forgetting all the things you've been through, it's remembering and refusing to let them continue. The weight don't leave, you just get stronger carrying it. The road don't smooth out overnight, you just get better navigating it. The past still whispers every now and then, but it don't control the steering wheel. The weight don't leave, you just learn how to live. I used to think becoming better meant becoming someone new. Now I know it means becoming honest about who you are. Scars remain, but they quit bleeding. The memories remain, but they quit leading. And every hard lesson that once felt like punishment now feels more like preparation. I'm grateful for the miles behind me, even the rough ones I never repeat. Cause every wrong turn taught me something that helped me stay standing on my feet. The weight don't leave, They don't shake me like they did. The weight don't live. You just learn how to live, yeah. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one sunrise at a time. That's how mountains get crossed. That's how wounds become wisdom. That's how a person keeps going. The weight don't leave, but neither do I. They can't break us. They can't break us. Yeah. They built tall walls around opportunity to blame the people standing outside the gate. Made rules that changed whenever we got closer. They called the outcome destiny and fate. They speak of freedom from expensive podiums, while neighborhoods keep carrying the cost. The people at the bottom know the difference between being ignored and being lost. Every generation hears the same old story. Work harder, wait longer, stay in line. But patience turns to thunder when the powerful keep treating justice like it's theirs to define. They can't break us. They can't silence what we know. They can't bury every voice that keeps refusing to let go. They can't break us, no matter how they try. A truth that's lived by millions will never quietly die. I've seen young dreamers fighting uphill battles against obstacles they never helped create. Still they rise every morning with determination, refusing to surrender to their fate. The headlines change, the faces change, but some struggles still remain. Different names, familiar patterns, different roads, familiar pain. Yet resilience runs deep through the people like a river carving stone over time. And every attempt to crush a movement only gives another reason for it to climb. They can't break us. They can't silence what we know. They can't bury every voice that keeps refusing to let go. They can't break us, no matter how they try. A truth that's lived by millions will never quietly die. Stand up, not because it's easy. Stand up, because somebody stood before you. Stand up, because somebody's watching you. Stand up, stand up, because dignity matters. They can't break us. The fire's already alive, and every voice that joins the chorus makes the movement stronger tonight. They can't break us. The future hears our call. When ordinary people stand together, they discover they were never small at all. The streets remember, the people remember, the struggle remembers, and as long as hope keeps breathing, they can't break us. They can't break us. Oh, the watcher in the white sees it all. High above the skyline, silent in the darkness, 1,000 blinking signals drift across the night. Every screen reflected pieces of a story, every movement painted in invisible light. Footsteps through an alley, conversations in a taxi, a lonely soul scrolling through another sleepless dawn. Data trails stretching farther than the highways, long after the moment itself is gone. The city hums beneath the network of observers, eyes without faces, memory without end, recording every triumph, every failure, every stranger, every lover, every friend. The watcher in the wire sees it all, every rise and every fall, through the glass and through the walls. The watcher in the wire sees it all. No disguise, no hidden place, every heartbeat leaves a trace, running fast but standing small. The watcher in the wire sees it all. Children grow up inside digital reflections, learning how to perform before they learn to hide. Fame and anonymity collide upon the timeline. Truth and illusion standing side by side. Some people chase attention like a fortune, some spend their lives trying to disappear. Both discovered as a shadow in the circuitry, always waiting somewhere near. Information travels faster than forgiveness. Rumors move quicker than the speed of grace. One careless moment frozen into permanence, following somebody from place to place. The watcher in the wire sees it all, every rise and every fall, through the glass and through the walls. The watcher in the wire sees it all. No disguise, no hidden place, every heartbeat leaves a trace, running fast but standing small. The watcher in the wire sees it all. Who is watching the watcher? Who keeps account of the eyes? When observation becomes obsession, inconvenience becomes compromise. We built the machine, now the machine remembers us. Still the human spirit keeps searching for freedom, trying to find a space beyond the signal's reach, a place where thoughts belong only to their owner, and silence remains something no network can breach. Maybe the answer isn't running from the future, maybe it's learning how to keep our souls intact, holding on to what makes us truly human, in a world where everything can be tracked. The watcher in the wire sees it all, but it can't measure every dream, can't record the depth of courage or the meaning behind the screen. The watcher in the wire sees it all. Yes, some mysteries remain, because the human heart is larger than any database can contain. Above the skyline, signals keep moving, screens keep glowing, the records keep rolling. But somewhere beyond this circuitry, a soul still chooses its own path. Some days arrive heavier than expected, carrying burdens nobody else can see. The smile you wear for the outside world don't always tell the whole story. Life can leave a person standing tired after fighting battles all day long. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit you can't carry it alone. You don't have to hide the struggle, you don't have to face it by yourself. We're all human, we're all learning how to ask for help when your strength runs low and the road feels hard to climb. Reach for my hand, my friend, I'll walk beside you through the night. When your strength runs low and your faith feels far away, you don't have to stand alone, I'll help you find your way. I've had moments when the weight felt endless, when every answer seemed out of reach, and somebody showed up with kindness exactly when I needed it. That's how we keep each other going, that's how communities survive. Not by pretending we're invincible, but by helping one another rise. No shame in being weary, no shame in needing care. The strongest bridges are built by people willing to share. When your strength runs low and the road feels hard to climb, reach for my hand, my friend, I'll walk beside you through the night. When your strength runs low and your faith feels far away, you don't have to stand alone, I'll help you find your way. One candle can light another without losing its own flame, and every act of compassion makes the whole world stronger. who are grateful you're still here. So whenever life gets heavy, whenever the path grows steep, whenever your heart grows tired, don't suffer in silence. Reach out to somebody who cares, will answer. Who stays when it's stormy?
Who stays when the lights get low?
Everybody loves the sunshine,
But who stays when the cold wind blows?
Who stays when the crowd disappears? When the applause don't fill the room. I don't need somebody for the good days. I need somebody that's true. I done seen people switch sides for attention, seen friendships disappear over envy and mentions. Everybody got love when the tables are turning. Few stick around when the bridges are burning. Success got a way of exposing intentions. Pressure got a way of revealing dimensions. Some people celebrate every move that you make. Others only smile while they waiting for mistakes. That's why I move careful with promises spoken. Too many handshakes ended up broken. Now I pay attention to actions and patterns, not the pretty speeches people package and scatter.
Who stays when it's storming? Who stays when the lights get low? Everybody loves the sunshine, but who stays when the cold wind blows?
Who stays when the crowd disappears? When the applause don't fill the room. I don't need somebody for the good days. I need somebody that's true. I need somebody solid when the pressure arriving, not somebody calculating where the benefits hiding. Somebody who celebrates victories with me and still got my back when nobody can see. When the money get funny, when the headlines fade, when the road gets rough and the plans get delayed, can we still sit down and laugh like before? Can we still build when opportunity closes the door? Because real connection ain't measured by gain, it's measured by who remains through the pain. Gold gets tested in fire, character gets tested in time. Anybody can love the view from the mountain, who walking with you during the climb. Final.
Who stays when it's storming?
Who stays when the world turns gray?
Who stays when the easy road ends and the hard road stands in the way?
Who stays when the crowd disappears?
When the spotlight moves on to someone new.
That's the kind of loyalty I believe in, the kind that survives because it's true.
Not built on money,
Not built on status,
not built on convenience,
not built on convenience,
not built on trust,
built on respect, built on showing up
when showing up matters most.
Some people gonna praise you today and turn around and walk away tomorrow. Some people only call your name when they need a hand through their sorrow. Don't let the noise steal your direction. Don't let bitterness harden your soul. The world can pull 1,000 ways, but only you can choose your road. Hold your head high through the confusion, keep your spirit steady through the rain. A heart that knows its own value will never bow to feel shame. Will you stand in the light when the shadows try to pull you down? Will you stand in the light when the lost and the lonely come around? Will you keep your love alive when the world grows cold and wild? Will you stand in the light and let your untamed. Yeah, every generation faces trials, every dreamer faces doubt. But courage ain't the absence of fear, it's finding strength to work it out. Yeah. The river doesn't fight the mountain, it keeps flowing toward the sea. And sometimes the strongest answer is simply being who you're meant to be. Don't trade your peace for approval, don't sell your truth for applause. A life built on solid ground can weather any storm that comes. Will you stand in the light when the shadows try to pull you down? Will you stand in the light when the lost and the lonely come around? Will you keep your love alive when the world grows cold and wild? Will you stand in the light and let your soul remain untamed? One heart can start a movement, one voice can change a day, one act of kindness travels farther than we ever realized. So plant good seeds wherever you wander, and let compassion lead your feet. Cause every soul you encounter is fighting battles you can't see. Will you stand in the light when the road gets steep and long? Will you stand in the light, keep singing your own song? Will you keep your love alive no matter what may come your way? Will you stand in the light and let your spirit shine today? The world will keep turning, seasons will change, but a heart rooted in love will always find its way. You can see it in me. Every scar got a story underneath, every win came wrapped around defeat. I still carry old battles when I sleep. You can see it in me. All the miles that I walked through the rain, all the nights I was losing my faith, still standing. But I ain't been the same. I grew up where tomorrow wasn't promised, where sirens sang louder than lullabies. Had to learn how to read people's intentions just by looking deep into their eyes. Seen good people buried before they time, seen dreams disappear right in the street, seen mothers trying hard to stay hopeful while the pressure kept knocking them off their feet. I learned young that survival got a price tag, and success don't erase what you've been through. The money got bigger, the houses got nicer, but some memories still cut right through. You can see it in me. Every scar got a story underneath, every win came wrapped around defeat. I still carry old battles when I sleep. You can see it in me. All the miles that I walked through the rain, all the nights I was losing my faith, still standing. But I ain't. People see the sham but miss the sacrifices, the funerals, the heartbreak, the doubt. The nights I sat alone with my thoughts, trying to figure what this life about. Some friends turned strangers over jealousy, some promises faded into smoke, some lessons came disguised as disasters, some wounds came from people I trusted most. Now I move with gratitude and caution, thankful for every blessing I've received, because life taught me nothing lasts forever except the things you choose to believe. I got angels in my memories and ghosts in my rearview too. Both keep reminding me why I can't quit, why I gotta keep pushing through. You can see it in me, the victories and the pain combined. Every loss left a mark on my soul, every lesson changed my mind. You can see it in me, but don't mistake the hurt for defeat. Everything I survived built a man standing on his own 2 feet. Yeah. The road got rough, the nights got long, the pressure got heavy, but I made it through. And if you look close enough, You can see it in me.